Hey guys, Jonah here. I'm back with another beer review and I'm feeling pretty happy today. I am going to be doing another one from the Asia beer box from last month. Well, from this month because it's still the 31st of August. But that's not what I'm happy about. I'm happy about this. The campaign for real ale. And essentially this. Those of you that have been will know this is the cup from the Faversham Hop Festival. Which is basically an excuse to drink lots of beer, listen to bands, essentially for free. The beers aren't free, the bands are free. Um, Morris dancing, nice food, hop garlands, all that kind of jazz. Really, really cool. And I was out last night as well. We went to, we weren't actually planning to go until tomorrow, until Sunday because we went to the Shepherd Neame pre-opening, which was last night, and oh, just fantastic. Shepherd Neame, they might be a bit expensive, and I think they're a bit expensive in their pubs, especially when you're in Kent. Um, yeah, it's. I'm always surprised at how much they charge for a beer in Shepherd Neame, considering it's like just down the road from where we live, which is crazy. But I'll tell you what, they really do know how to take care of their customers when they're going to the visitor centre. We also did a brewery tour last night, probably about 8 o'clock. We were walking around the brewery as it's kind of was getting dark and stuff. Had some sampling, which are not actually commercially released beers yet. They were from their now this will make you laugh. They were from their test batch brewery, which essentially they bought from a brewery in was it Munich, somewhere like that, Bavaria brewery or something like that. I can't remember exact brewery name. And I guess for them it was their full brewery, and Shepherd Neame are using it as a test batch. I think it was 13 or 15 hectoliters in each. So what's that? 1,000 liters. Um, so 15,000 liters is a test batch. It was just absolutely nuts. Anyway, that is why I'm in a good mood. So I thought I would do the other one from Feng. And this one, as opposed to having a rhinoceros, this is their black lager, Schwarzbier, if you like. Got a tiger on it. It says with Magnum hops. And I'm reliably informed that that does say Feng Brewing, which is from China. However, like the other beer, it's in a 330 milliliter bottle. So that means it is not made in China. So brewed and canned for Dongfeng in the EU somewhere, which they should say, but they don't. And then imported by Beer 52. So it's a Beer 52 owned brewery or run brewery and all that kind of jazz, which is not good in my book. You should be transparent about where your beer's from always. Anyway, I like black lager. I really do. One of the styles that's a bit strange, but I really, really like it. So it says black lager is a hidden gem among craft beers. This dark yet clear brew offers a subtle roastiness with malt forward profile, balanced by a remarkably low level of bitterness. You might taste caramel and coffee as well. It's fresh, smooth, just the right amount of bubbles, making it a real treat. So there we go. We have got barley, hops and yeast and water. Rein Hotskobot. So maybe this was made in a German brewery. And this is basically, if you were in Germany, they call it a Schwarzbier or a Schwarzbier. It basically means dark lager. And I love dark lager. Been to Munich couple of times actually. Lovely place, really, really cool place. And yeah, I'm loving life at the moment. Right, let's get this bad boy into this glass and we'll see what we get. I suppose show you guys. Unfortunately, the glass has got propaganda printed on the side, so it's yeah, it's not easy to see. Oh, actually, there we go. You can see it's a kind of, oh no, that's the colour of the actual thing on the glass. How are we going to do it? There we go. That's sideways. Look at it. It's dark lager. It's black lager. It's black colour. You can see it's black. Headwise, we are around about a finger's head, just under. Let me do it that way round. Campaign for real ale. You know I love that kind of stuff. There we go, is the tiger. Get my fingers out of the way from Feng. Something, let's bring it back, bring it back, bring it back, and then I can do a cheesy grin for you guys. Ooh, pardon me. Wow. Okay, so hops in here. The main thing is Magnum hops, as it says here. Where is it? There you go. With Magnum hops. But I also know, or I'm led to believe, that it's got some Hallertauer in. Another reason why it's possibly a German-made beer, because Hallertauer is one of their noble hops. Really, really cool. Malt-wise, and I'm reading off the screen, so dear viewer, I apologise. We've got chocolate malt, we've got Munich malt, Munich, another place in Bavaria. We've got some black malt, pale malt, and red X. That's unusual to have red X in there, especially in a dark beer, because you're not going to kind of see that thing, but you might taste something. Oh, absolutely lovely. I love it. You've got that kind of caramel thing. It's really malty, really bready. This one is definitely all about the malts. Lagers, Hallertauer, Chamon. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Kent region, which is where I am. Okay, dear viewer, this is where I tell you to click like to the video, which you should do anyway. Think about joining the army, the Jonna army. Clicking subscribe, turning the bell on, and then you'll never miss my beer reviews. But I tend to do one a day or one every couple of days, so I don't usually miss that many days out. You know, I don't drink every day, but during this month, August, I have been, because it's my birthday month. So tomorrow I might kind of back down on my reviews, but the only way to be sure is to subscribe and click the bell icon. If you don't like being informed, just tune in every day. Connect with me on Facebook, connect with me on Untapped, all that kind of jazz. Easy man to find. Cheers and beers. Let's get into this one. Ooh. Okay, so interestingly, they said it was a light carbonation, but I'm getting a reasonable amount of carbonation, and this bad boy has been in the fridge. Maybe that means that the carbonation has absorbed into the liquid instead of gushing everywhere when I opened it. But yeah, I don't like gushing everywhere. Well, not most of the time anyway. And yeah, especially with the beers, you don't want it to explode on camera at least. So yeah, some beers like this, I'll tend to squeeze the can. That's a good way. Give it a squeeze. Obviously, this is an empty can, but give it a squeeze. If it's really, really tight and it doesn't give at all, you know that the carbonation within that can is too much. So put it in the fridge overnight, and you will definitely feel that it's easy. It's more pliant, shall we say. But as a result, like I say, the carbonation gets absorbed into the liquid, so it tends to kind of be a bit more fizzy when you drink it, as opposed to fizzy when you pour into the glass. So yeah, I'm getting a bit of burn. Apart from that, I'm getting a little bit, a touch of coffee, a hint of coffee, from all those dark malts, but a lot of kind of caramelly, burnt toffee, cinder toffee kind of stuff, and it's quite sweet. there is not a huge amount of hops, whatever they may be, whether it's Magnum, whether it's Hallertauer. Um, so not a much bittering has been gone on in this beer. So it still remains reasonably sweet, which is another style that the Germans kind of have with their Schwarzbier and Dunkels as well, that kind of thing. Um, I love the Germans sometimes. Sometimes I hate them, but in this occasion, pardon me, the dark beers, fantastic. If you think Germany is all about macro lager, then my God, you're really missing out. And the reason I say that is because that's what I used to think before I took a trip with one of my good friends in our 20s. We went over to Germany, and wow, it opened my eyes totally. Yeah, the German dark styles are fan blooming tastic. Right, let's dive in for some more. What's interesting to me is dark lager, as I say, is quite a well-known style in Germany. But this apparently is giving all the vibes that this is a Chinese beer. I can honestly say, and I've never been to China myself, but I can honestly say I've never seen a dark beer, apart from Guinness, of course, attached to any kind of Chinese things. And Guinness gets everywhere. But dark lager, Schwarzbier, um, is quite a unique style. So for someone to have it in Feng in China, very unusual. Unless, of course, they are being run perhaps by Europeans or founded by Europeans, in which case they might have some idea about different styles of beer and maybe try them out in the craft beer scene or the market in China itself. Um, I have to say, there's a lot of people in China, um, and I wouldn't be surprised at all if they had a bit of a craft beer scene over there. However, it just I don't know, it just doesn't seem to sit right in my brain. You don't see many of them, put it that way. And I do apologise, although there is. Oh no, you can see that through there. I was going to say you probably can't see because that's what I'm looking at, dear viewer, from my side. But your side, because I'm holding it this way round, you can see three distinct lines, um, looking like the kind of the Japanese wave kind of paintings, which is cool. But alas, nothing to show, you know, different different head watches on this glass. Um, so there we go. I think that is absolutely fantastic. I was complaining to people that they never change this style of glass, and then the one I get given is a camera one because I got given it in the camera beer tent. Um, but everywhere else, basically the Shepherd Neame ones say Shepherd Neame. I think this year it said Spitfire or something because that's one of their beers. And then it said Faversham Hop Festival. And I've got a friend, hey Steve, who I actually bumped into today. So I've already said hello to him. But if you're watching this, shum on to you, dude. Um, and his good other half team, my team. Um, yeah, they've been for the last I don't know, God knows, 5 years maybe, and he's still got the first glass that resembles this very much, and he always brings it back because they're basically the same glass. And I thought this thing here was to put shots in, but I found out today there's actually holes in because I've never had one of these before. There's holes in here. So what you do is you get one of these and you get another one and stack it in here and you you can stack each one of these little notches. It goes up, so you can stack about, well, how many notches? About 10. But I reckon you could probably hold like about 5 of these in your hand going round the back. Go to the bar, 5 pints, although I usually have halves because I'm a lightweight, and more because I like to drink lots of different beers. Anyway, I tend to be rambling, but that's because I'm having a really good day and a really good weekend so far. So there we go. That was the Dong Feng Black Lager with the tiger on there. Tiger, tiger, burning bright. Look at his eyes. He's got red eyes. Maybe he's been on the Dong Feng, yeah, naughtiness. Cool. Not bad at all. I'm very biased because I like black lager as a style. As I say, that's going to get reasonably good marks. The only downside is it was brewed, I'm assuming, in Germany somewhere. It could be like a macro beer from Germany somewhat, but hey, don't know. Maybe lose a point for that. This has been your loving Uncle Jonah, waffling away, talking old toot. It's an old charter, especially when you're in an old village like Faversham and going to breweries that are 300 and 350 years old, something like that. It's absolutely nuts. I would highly recommend, if you're in Faversham, try and get to the Shepherd Neame Visitors Centre and do one of their tours, because it's absolutely worth your money. It's really brilliant, and they give you some free beer as well. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And Uncle Jonah will be back in September. It will no longer be my birthday month. Real sad. But that's going to happen real soon.